Hello everyone and welcome to my geography class. In this class we are going to talk our changing earth chapter number 3, its fourth presentation. In this fourth presentation we are going to talk about the exogenic forces. In that exogenic forces we are going to see the work of river. So work of river, in that the two important points are there which we had just take the introduction in the previous class, the weathering and the erosion. So weathering and erosion we are going to see here. So I welcome you all to my geography class. I request each and everyone to have a notebook and a pen to copy down the important points. So let's move. Chapter number 3, our changing earth. In that topic number 4, the topic number 4 speaking about the work of river. So the work of river, how the work of river will be there. So here, just see this. So river meanders or oxbow lake. So as the river is moving, this blue part is referring the river is moving in a snake pattern. So here is the lakes are there. So these are called as oxbow lake. So by seeing this particular model of the geography, we can understand about how the river are making a different physiographic feature. We will see in the upcoming slide in more detail about this. Next, first we will go to weathering. So weathering means what? So weathering is the breaking up of the rocks on the surface, earth's surface. Erosion is the wearing of the landscape by the different agents, which are water, wind and ice. So here weathering means the breaking down of the rocks, and on the earth's surface erosion means to be they are dragged away or weighed away by the different agents just like water, wind and ice from the landscape. So the erode material is carried away or transported by water, wind and etc. and eventually deposited. Whatever the material they are eroding, again they are depositing. And this erosional and depositional work leads to the formation of different physiographic features and the landscape. The process of erosion, please have attention, the process of erosion and deposition creating different landforms on the earth. So our topic is the major landforms. In that, the work of river, today we are going to see how the work of river is forming the different landform on the surface of the earth. It can be delta, it can be oxbow lake and it can be many more. So moving further to discuss about what are the weathering and erosional work done by the water and the wind and the ice. So in this topic we will talk about water, which is carried by the different agents. So we will see in the river and the work of river. Next, the running water in the river erode the landscape. So the water which is running in the river is eroding the landscape, right? And when the river tumbles at the steep angle over very hard rock, which is not going to be eroded, so what is going to be happen there? So there will be a creation of waterfall. So for more understanding, we are going to the figure number 3.4. With the picturization, we will understand about how the river is making waterfall. So water is falling from the pipe and coming. See this part. The river and this waterfall. These are the hard rock. So hard rock which are not going to be eroded by this river. So soft rock under cut by the power of the water. So how the water is cutting this soft rock and forming a waterfall. So this photograph is speaking about how the rivers are making the landforms. So first waterfall. How the rivers are making work of river, cutting, eroding it and making waterfall. So moving further, as the river enters the plain. Now we are talking as the river is entering into plain. That means again we are moving here as the river is moving in a plain area. So what the river is going to form? So the rivers enters in the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends. So river is moving like that, so making a C shape, so making a large turn, right? So that curve or forming a large bend. So river is bending, turning. So they are known as meanders. So what are meanders? As the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming a large bend. They are known as meanders. So meanders are the large bend formed by the river. Next, due to the continuous erosion and deposition. Due to the continuous erosion and deposition work, what is going to be there? The side of the meander and the end of the meander loop come closer and closer. The loops are coming closer and closer, and they are going to be discontinued from the river. So due to this course of time, the meanders loop cut off from the river and form a cut-off lake, or which is called as oxbow lake. Ox you have seen and oxbow you have seen. Oxbow, so oxbow lake is going to be formed. Just the river is there, moving. Earlier the river was moving from here, so depositional work was there. So the river cut it down and river moved this side. So this is oxbow lake. Whenever the water is coming, water is also coming here with the help of the river, and then the oxbow lake formation is here. Then at times the river overflow its bank. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring area. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its bank. This leads to the formation of the flat fertile floodplain. The word is floodplain. So the plain which is formed due to the flood or flooding of by the river, they are called as floodplain. And these are the depositional work of the river. Whatever the material the rivers are eroding and bringing, and due to this flooding, these neighbor area is going to be deposited by the sediments, and there will be a formation of the fertile floodplain. The rice bank are called as leaves as the river approach the sea. Moving further, all this topic we will see with the help of the illustration. One photograph we will understand in a better way. Next, figure number 3.5. So here, please observe this figure 3.5 very clearly first. So this blue part is showing about the river is moving, right? So this curve is there. So this curve, so meanders. This part is green, one is dotted, one with a black line, leaves. How the oxbow lake is formed? Earlier the river was moving like this. So due to course of time, this arc shape or this curve shape was moved here, and the river starts to flow from here. So this part is left out due to the depositional and erosional features of the river, and this oxbow lake. 3.5 feature made by the river in a floodplain. So this is the chart of floodplain. The topic is written here, floodplain. In the floodplain, how the river is eroding and depositing and forming meanders, oxbow lakes and lips and floodplain. And floodplains are very fertile. So this diagram is very important. In the examination, it can be asked for 5 marks. draw and label the diagram of features made by river in a floodplain. So this diagram you have to draw, and today your homework is also to draw this diagram in your notebook. This is taken from the NCERT textbook. So please, you can go from the textbook also. If you are not getting, you can just copy it down from here also. So please see this one. Moving towards next. The speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break into number of streams. They are called as distributaries. In my previous presentation also, I had clarified to you what is distributaries and what are tributaries. So when water, one main stream of the river, when it's going to be divided into different number of the streams, the water is distributed into different channels. That is going to be called as distributary. When the speed is going to be decreased, the water is flowing and the flowing water speed is decreases, and the rivers begin to break up into number of channels or in the streams. They are called as distributary. So one river will be there forming and they will split into different streams. So one year. So these will call as distributaries of one single river. So the river becomes slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth. They are forming their own mouth. The collection of these sediments form all the mouth forms delta. So how the formation of the delta is happening? So river is moving. After moving, so one river is going to split into many, and after that they are having one. So one side part it is there. This is, so depositional work will be there here. So the triangle side will be there. So that triangle shape formation of the length is going to be called as delta. Next, see this one, figure number 3.6. A delta. Distributaries, one single river is coming, is going to be distributing its water into two here. Here the main stream again breaking into number of streams, one. Here also, and downside one part is there. This part is going to be called as deltas, the triangle. See, so the main river is this blue one, and it's dividing its water into number of streams. The water is distributed. So this main river distributary is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that the water is distributed. So these are distributaries, this blue part. And they are moving and reaching to the oceans. So this middle part in a triangular shape, they are called as delta. This diagram is also for your homework. You have to draw the figure number 3.6, a delta. Okay, as in our previous class already we had talked about that the Brahmaputra river and the Ganges, when they used to merge, they used to form the world largest delta, right? And that is present in India, Sundarban delta. And why it is called as Sundarban? Because of the trees there which is named as Sundari. So Sundari trees are many more over there. So trees, Sundari trees, the name has given Sundarban. So Sundarban delta, world largest and fastest growing delta in the world, situated in India, and made by the two river, by merging of the two river Ganges and Brahmaputra, and the delta is formed. Next, overview. In this overview, what we talked about, the work of river. So let's move once again to see what is there. So some important points also I am speaking to you. This overview is very important. If you need it, you can copy it down. So the work of river, we just talked about the running water in the river erodes the landscape, and when the river travels to steep angle over a very hard rock or a down or a steep valley, it forms waterfalls. So how the water are making the hard rocks not going to be break, soft rocks are going to be cut down, and there will be a formation of waterfall. So here we are going to be talking for the highest waterfall is Angel Fall of the Venezuela in South America. So where is that? That is situated in South America. So Angel Fall of Venezuela, right? So as the river flows, it erodes the land and it flows on carrying away a lots of material. And this material is going to be deposited somewhere, and that river when enters into the plain, it forms meander, oxbow lake, flat, fertile, floodplain and reefs. So what they are forming? These are all the erosional and the depositional work done by river. Moving to the next. The speed of the flow of water decreases as the river approaches the sea, and the river begins to break up into number of the streams, and they are called as tributaries. What are tributaries? Already I had explained to you in the previous class. When another river is pouring its water into the another river and giving tribute, so that is going to tribute of water, so that is going to be called as tributary. So Ganga is there, so Chambal is one of the river which is going to be called as tributary, because Chambal is pouring its water into Ganges, Yamuna pouring its water into Ganges. So Gandak, Kosi, Ghagra, so many rivers are the tributaries for this river. The river becomes slow and that begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth, and the collection of these sediments forms all the mouth, forms a delta. How the formation of the delta is there already we had talked about. So this overview you can write it. This first overview, I will give you seconds to you to please copy it down. The work of river, this all overview you can make a note from the textbook also. As I am discussing here, you can open your textbook also, and from the textbook also you can make the point like 1, 2, 3. The highest waterfall, Angel Fall, is given in, do you know, in the textbook itself. Next, this part, the formation of delta. Two diagrams I stated to you for the homework purpose. Figure number 3.5 for the homework purpose. Please make a note of it. For your homework part, homework is draw and label the feature made by river in a flat plain. I repeat, draw and label the diagram of features made by river in a flat plain. Second, draw and label the diagram of a delta.